In Desire to Learn, you can attach due dates to assignments, discussion groups, quizzes, and other things. Additionally, you can set availability dates for your content that determine when and for how long that content is visible to students. D2L can display these dates in the Calendar tool and in several ways keep your students aware of upcoming deadlines. D2L also notifies you if students submit or complete an assignment past a due date. To add a due date to a Dropbox can be done in several ways. I think the easiest way is in the Content tool. I'm looking at a module with several items, including the Dropbox Reading Questions 1. This is a simple reading response assignment. I click on the title of the Dropbox and it opens the topic screen. Along the right-hand side are several attributes I can attach to the Dropbox or modify. I select Add Dates and Restrictions. This opens up the options to add a due date, a start date, and an end date. I will have this assignment due September 7th at 5 p.m. I click Update, and Desire to Learn attaches the due date to the Dropbox. The due date on my Dropbox will be visible to students in several places within D2L. If a student submits an assignment after the deadline, the Dropbox will accept it, but when I grade it, Desire to Learn will show me that it is late. I have here an online quiz that I want students to complete within Desire to Learn. The quiz has a built-in timer set so that when students open the quiz, they'll have 15 minutes to take it. After 15 minutes, D2L will oblige them to submit what they've completed. I want them to complete this 15-minute quiz sometime within a 2-day time frame. Before and after that window of opportunity, I want the quiz to remain closed to students so they cannot take the quiz before or afterward. So, similar to the Dropbox, I'll open the quiz as a topic in the Content tool. Then, I'll click Add Dates and Restrictions. Click Update, and the start and end dates have been installed on this quiz. The quiz will be available to students within this time frame. Once again, I can see the start and end date I've entered just below the quiz title in the Content tab as well. You can use a due date with a quiz, although for quizzes and unlike Dropboxes, Desire to Learn's automatic notification system only sends end dates, rather than due dates, to students. So unless you wish to allow students to submit late quizzes specifically, your best option on quizzes is to have an end date. Now that I've installed some due dates and visibility dates on some of my content items, I'll go to the Calendar tool to verify that these dates have been entered there for students to see. And there they are. The visibility end date for my quiz, the due date for my reading question Dropbox, and a due date or date and time by which I'd like students to contribute to a class discussion within Desire to Learn. I have also manually added to the calendar the dates and times of my course, class times. These are also visible aggregated under a list view. Desire to Learn's calendar tool supports several different views that are useful for seeing important upcoming dates in a course. To demonstrate these, I've added several due dates and visibility dates to content that are all happening within the next week. Within the calendar tool, there's an agenda view. This can show you what's upcoming in the next 48 hours or 1 or 2 weeks. Out on the course's home page, the calendar feeds an upcoming events widget, which will also show you or your students important dates in the course. And lastly, within the content tool, there is a similar upcoming events section that allows students to quickly see what's coming up in the course. You and your students can tell Desire to Learn to send a reminder to you 48 hours before a Dropbox assignment is due or a quiz availability window ends. This notifications utility can be accessed by clicking on the white arrow next to your name in the far upper right-hand corner of your screen. From the drop-down menu, select Notifications. By default, your Canisius email should be installed for notifications. But if you want reminders sent to you via text messages, you will need to supply a mobile telephone number. D2L will then send you a confirmation text with a passcode. Here, you can choose which notifications you'd like to receive. I will tell Desire to Learn to send me a 2-day warning for Dropbox due dates and for quiz closing or end dates via email. The instant message options remain unavailable until I enter a mobile phone number up above. Click Save at the bottom of the screen, and you're all set.